Promoter Eddie Hearn has put an end to the growing speculation about a potential super fight between David Benavidez and Dmitry Bivol. Fans may have been hoping for this electrifying matchup, but according to Hearn, there haven't been any real discussions about it. He made it clear that the decision is ultimately in the hands of Turki Al-Sheikh, the influential figure who has been orchestrating major boxing matchups. Right now, Hearn strongly believes that Bivol's next fight will most likely be a trilogy bout with Artur Beterbiev, rather than a dangerous showdown with the undefeated Mexican monster, Benavidez. While Benavidez has been calling for the fight, Hearn suggests that it's just not in the cards, at least for now. From a strategic standpoint, Hearn is carefully choosing Bivol's next opponent, and his reasoning makes sense. He acknowledges that Benavidez is a dangerous fighter, young, fast, and relentless. If Bivol steps into the ring with him, it could be a nightmare stylistic matchup. That's why Hearn prefers Bivol to fight either Beterbiev or Callum Smith next, as those matchups give him a much better chance to retain his belts. Benavidez's high-pressure style could overwhelm Bivol, while Beterbiev, despite his power, has shown signs of slowing down with age. At 40 years old, Beterbiev isn't as quick in cutting off the ring, and his tendency to wait for the perfect shot often allows Bivol to escape. Against a calculated counterpuncher like Bivol, this weakness could prove costly. But here's where things get interesting. Hearn warns that if Bivol takes on Benavidez and loses, it could be disastrous for his career. A loss to Benavidez would not only cost him his titles, but it would also destroy any excitement around a trilogy fight with Beterbiev. Hearn points out that Bivol has struggled when put under relentless pressure, as seen in his first fight with Beterbiev, and even in the early rounds of their rematch last month. Benavidez, known for his relentless volume punching and ability to push forward without hesitation, could capitalize on this weakness and make life miserable for Bivol inside the ring. Hearn knows this, and that's exactly why he's steering his fighter in a different direction. Despite the speculation and fan demand, Hearn remains firm in his stance. This fight has never been seriously discussed, and it was never close to happening. But that doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. Hearn acknowledges that a Bivol versus Benavidez clash would be a blockbuster event, and he doesn't completely shut the door on it. However, for now, he's focused on making sure Bivol takes the best possible fight to maintain his standing in the division and keep his championship reign intact. So what does the future hold? Will fans ever get to see the explosive battle between Bivol and Benavidez? Or will Bivol continue his path toward cementing his legacy with a Beterbiev trilogy? One thing is certain, boxing fans will be watching closely to see how this all plays out. While Hearn's decision makes sense from a business perspective, it's bound to frustrate fans who want to see the best fight the best. Benavidez has been calling for a shot at the biggest names, and avoiding him only adds to the perception that top fighters are hesitant to face him. With his aggressive style and high-volume attack, Benavidez has been steamrolling through opponents, and many believe he has what it takes to dethrone Bivol. If the fight doesn't happen soon, it could damage Bivol's reputation, making people question whether he's truly willing to take on all challengers. At the same time, Benavidez has options of his own. If he can't land a fight with Bivol, he may turn his attention to undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez. The rivalry between Canelo and Benavidez has been brewing for years, and many fans believe that's the fight that should happen next. Benavidez has been vocal about wanting to prove he's the best in the division, and if Canelo isn't willing to fight him, he might have to move up in weight permanently to force the biggest challenges. Whether it's Bivol, Canelo, or another top name, Benavidez is running out of patience, and he won't sit around waiting forever. Ultimately, boxing is a business, and matchups are made based on risk and reward. Hearn's job is to protect Bivol's legacy while still delivering exciting fights for the fans. But the longer this fight is delayed, the more pressure will mount for it to happen. If Benavidez keeps winning in dominant fashion, and Bivol continues his reign at light heavyweight, there may come a point where avoiding the fight is no longer an option. For now, fans will have to wait and see how the chess pieces move. But one thing is certain, Benavidez is coming for his shot, And sooner or later, someone is going to have to step up and face him.